Hello, thank you for joining us to our very first installment of the Farm Bureau Lobbying Report. We're very excited about doing this to provide you more information as our grassroots as we go through the rest of this legislative session, not only in South Carolina, but also as Congress deliberates up in Washington. We're hoping that this will augment the weekly legislative reports that you get either by mail or on the internet to provide you as much information as you need in order for you to make contacts with members of the South Carolina General Assembly, our congressional delegation, and even local government officials. We're very excited. We'd like to welcome President Winkles to the inaugural show.
Well, thank you, Gary. It's great to be here and use this new medium for us to help keep our farmer members out there updated. You know, relationships, this business is all about relationships. And this will be one way that we can help keep our members informed so they can update our elected officials on a regular basis. You know, our work is all about agriculture. It's all about being an advocate for agriculture and rural lifestyles. And this will help keep our members more up to date so that they can work with their individual members of Congress, the State House, or their local level.
David, you're very active in our government relations efforts on all levels, State House, local, and national. Recently, you had the National Legislative Committee in Washington, D.C. Make some comments on that trip. We
did. We had a great trip to Washington, D.C., got to see all of our representatives at one time or another. You know, we got 4 new members of the House of Representatives, and we've got folks that can work with each one of those individually. So we're in good shape. We got a leg up, because it makes a big difference if our members are able to make those contacts at the local level.
And that you never know when you're working with a member of county council or a member of the House of Representatives in South Carolina or even the South Carolina Senate. You never know what they may run for down the road, and they promote themselves, so to speak. This crop of 4 new congressmen is a great example of our folks having an opportunity to work with them on the state level as House members. Tim Scott, Jeff Duncan, Senator Mick Mulvaney, he was in the Senate, all ran for Congress and are now congressmen for South Carolina. And even Trey Gowdy, who was a solicitor in Spartanburg County. We have a number of our folks from Greenville-Spartanburg area who had a prior relationship with him and know him very well. You can't replace that, can you?
No, those relationships are great. And you know, it really doesn't matter who the candidate is. We really need folks supportive on both sides. We need folks that will support both candidates in an election or all the candidates within a primary election, because at the end of the day we got to work with who gets elected, and we really need a go-to person, because it makes a huge difference for a constituent to call a congressman and say, I need you to sign on to this piece of legislation, much more so than for you or I to make that telephone call. That's why it's just absolutely essential that our grassroots leaders stay in touch with what's going on, and I think this medium will help them do that.
That's very true. We got a lot of challenges ahead of us, and so we need a lot of go-to folks.
Absolutely.
Thank you, sir. Next, what we'll do is have our State Legislative Coordinator, Russell Lott, to bring us up to date on what's been going on at South Carolina State House.